to the cloud. 9 o'clock. Hi, you guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to tonight's team call, the coach charge. I almost said Tuesday team talk. It's definitely not Tuesday. And it is our coach charge. Let me go ahead and spotlight my video. There we go. Okay, so we are here tonight talking about, yes, Morning Meltdown 100 and what we're going to do in the coming week, as well as different tactics that we can utilize to promote it up until the actual customer launch. Now, we all know, right, that today, July 1st, was the launch of the VIP early access for coaches, right? Who got their accessory bundle? Who got it? Who got their accessory bundle or more, okay? If any of you got the first off, if any of you have not ordered yet, don't log off, go and order, please, right now, okay? And don't get anything less than the accessory bundle. I will tell you right now, and I said this to all of my virtual gym girls who will eventually be ordering, and all of my coaches, hobby coaches, discount coaches, my entire team, you guys, accessory bundle is where it's at. It's like $52, and you're going to get the B100 book, which is like $20-some by itself anyhow, and you're going to get the wall calendar, and you're going to want the wall calendar. Why? Because it's really cool, and I used it, right, Brittany? Every day I crossed off my numbers. No, I know, Brittany did. She always is. She's so good. Yeah. Is it back there behind your light? But you guys, there's also these really cool stickers. I've been ordering lightning bolt stickers for my coaches who get challenge packs. New coaches that get challenge packs that you can put on there. So you're going to want that collateral, right? Yes, you can go ahead and print it off from the program materials, but I know from experience, it's going to be $30 plus $40 in order to print all of that stuff off. So just get the accessory bundle. If you did the digital unlock, I'm sorry, you need the accessory bundle or something more than that. You need all of the things that come with this program, okay? So if you haven't done that, please go ahead and do it. Why? The sooner that you get access to Morning Meltdown 100, you guys, the sooner you're going to get access to those the 1 through 10 workouts. And that's very important, especially with what we're going to talk about tonight. Having access to those workouts before everybody else is a huge deal. This is a very exclusive, coach exclusive window that we're working in right now. So we have 15 days to tackle not only the 10 workouts that are available, but also the 5 mini meltdown workouts. Who did the mini meltdown workouts too? Anybody? I really loved how I did the cardio meltdown first, and then I did the mini one. And I really like how in the first round, she does the modification. And then eventually they amp up and they do the jumping and all that stuff that everybody is so afraid about. But I thought that was pretty cool how she did that. So you'll have access to those. You'll also have access to, again, the first 10, which is super cool. Okay. Really quick, I want to talk about what we're going to talk about on this call tonight, just so that you guys have an idea and you know what to expect. Make sure that you have a pen and paper or some type of way to some way to take notes, because what does Alli always say? Smart people take notes. Smart people do other things too, but they also take notes, okay? So the outline for the call, I'm going to throw it over to Brittany here in a second. She's going to talk about leaning into this launch. So we've seen a couple people talking about, well, should I do this program, or should I do Morning Meltdown? If you want to grow your business, you're going to do Morning Meltdown. Brittany's going to talk about that in her experience. She's also going to talk about strategies using Instagram stories. In my notes here, I put, how do freaking screen record? So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, sharing the crap out of your 10 workouts. We're also going to talk about what I posted earlier in the Team Together Fit page. So kind of having a calendar outline of the days leading up to the, Snoop group, and then the customer availability, and then the actual launch of all these workouts. We're going to talk about the sneak peek group again, opening, how to get your people in. And then we're going to go over what will be shared in that Snoop group as well. And we'll take some questions at the end. Cool? You guys ready to get started? All right, let's do this. All right, Britt, I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to you, and you can do your thing.
Cool. So I want to talk a little bit about just taking this launch seriously. I just celebrated my 3-year anniversary over the weekend, and 2B Mindset a little bit, and then Transform 20 were the first launches that I really took seriously. Country Heat came out, and I felt like it wasn't my target market, so I didn't pay attention to it. I literally have done one Country Heat workout, I think, in my whole life. Shift Shop came out, and I found out I was pregnant on day 4. And then 80 Day Obsession came out, and I was 7 or 8 months pregnant, so I didn't pay attention to it. thought time nutrition was dumb. And it was the worst thing I could have done for my business. Taking 2B Mindset and Transform 20 launch seriously has literally changed my family's life. I'm getting emotional. Why the heck am I getting emotional? I don't know. But seriously, guys, lean into these launches. Like, find what you love about this program and be honest about what you don't. I've shared very vulnerably, I struggled with the whole first half of this test group. So if you're struggling with it right now, talk about what you're struggling with, but lean into it, learn about it, and launch the heck out of this. I saw someone just right before I got on this call ask about doing another round of 80-day obsession or morning meltdown. And if you're a business building coach or in our community in general, like, get into this morning meltdown vortex, because there is something so freaking special. And my girls, I know, can attest to this, about everyone doing the same workout program. It's just freaking magical. Everyone's just on the same page. You're more likely to show up. There's something so powerful about launches, and I'm like kicking myself in the butt for missing launches the first year and a half of my business. So super, super important to lean into this launch. And whether you signed up yesterday or 6 months ago or 3 years ago, like, start learning about morning meltdown right now. Like, Amy and I are not going to teach you everything tonight. The sneak peek is not going to teach you everything that you need to know, but there are trainings in the champions page. There's product training guides in your back office. Like, be a business owner and go educate yourself. If you have a question, there's probably an FAQ about it. There's probably a video on YouTube about it. So learn about morning meltdown. We're going to talk about the 10 workouts a little bit. Nope, that's where I'm talking right now. I'm sharing the crap out of your 10 workouts. Okay. So talking about promo strategies on your Instagram stories. So obviously I was in the test group, so it's a little bit different. I'm actually taking a little bit of a break of morning meltdown right now. So do as I say, not as I do. I know myself, I will burn the frick out if I do the same program for 235 days in a row. So I'm mixing a little bit real time right now, 21 Day Fix, because I didn't get to do it because I was in the test group when it launched. So again, taking a launch seriously. But share the freaking crap out of those 10 workouts. Like Amy said, you should have already bought access. You should have already done Cardio Meltdown today. Those 10 workouts that we're going, this is a little bit confusing. It's the first time they've ever done it, and I'm really honestly excited about it, but it is a little bit confusing. Coaches who purchase today or tomorrow, whenever, but you need to do it today, are going to get the first 10 workouts, but only until the 15th. They're going to be taken out of your BOD library on the 15th, and you'll get them back on the 29th when we all start. So it's really important that you buy today or tomorrow and start doing those 10 workouts full out. My team, and I know Amy's team as well, is doing a little bit of a challenge. Like, how serious can we take these 10 days? Like, can we get results in these 10 days? Can we lose some inches? Can we lose some pounds? We have the 4th of July, we have Summit, we have tons of stuff coming up as a team and as a network. But take these 10 days seriously. Show people you can show up while you're camping or whatever you're doing over the 4th. Just show up. Share your honest, real, vulnerable feedback of Morning Meltdown 100. Like I said, I had a really hard time with the first half of the program. We've been trying to conceive for 6 months. I stopped breastfeeding. There was like hormonal stuff going on. We were traveling, family stuff, all kinds of stuff going on. And I was vulnerable about that. And my audience related to that. I did a little bit of a little IGTV last week about that. And I had a couple messages like, thank you so much for addressing that. Those are my concerns too. I love hearing how you overcame them. So if you are not completely obsessed with the program the first try, like, you don't have to lie about it, but still commit to doing it, still commit to the process. And that's where I grew as a person, as a leader through the course of this program. And I'm excited about round 2 because it took me, committing to falling in love with it by the end. Something else I wanted to touch on was I've been in 2 test groups now back to back. And at the end of both of those test groups, everyone has such this emotional release. Like, literally, this program saved my marriage, or it saved my life, or, whatever it is. Like, the life change that comes out of these test groups is insane. And these people are coaches. They're not like brand new baby coaches. Most of them have been coaches for years, but there's something about being in a test group that like brings it all together for them and like brings a life-changing experience. And you guys, you don't have to have a test group to have that kind of life change. I was just telling my girls about this on Saturday on our Sip and Sweat. It's committing to a program with 110% that brings about that life change. There's nothing about being a test group that you can't recreate when you commit to this program yourself. Like, freaking commit to this program, commit to this launch, become a nerd about it, like fall in love with Jesse, fall in love with Jericho, fall in love with the process, and get excited about it because people are gonna match your excitement. And if you take this program seriously and act as if you're in a test group for this program, commit to 100 days. Nobody has a perfect 100 days. Katie Welsh, one of my coaches, was in the test group. She freaking got her appendix taken out in phase 1 of the 100-day program, and she was ready to throw in the freaking towel. Like, an organ was removed, and she still finished. She still lost like 12 or 14 pounds. She looks freaking bomb. Like, but it was because she picked herself back up. Like, nobody's ever gonna have 100 days of perfect. One of my girls today, she's like, we have a trip planned in August. Should I just wait until October? And I'm like, you're going to be out of town for 4 days and you're not going to do this program. Like, no, nobody's going to have 100 days of no plans on their calendar, but you're going to be flexible with it. You're going to just show up throughout it and be real and vulnerable and share your authentic story. So share the crap out of your 10 days, these first 10 days, and lean into learning about this launch, okay? You're 100% more than welcome to share all of the stories that I shared in the group. I'm going to touch base a little bit about that at the end, but make sure you're sharing some of their actual stories too, because that's the part that's like really powerful. Like Caroline Nathan, for example, had never completed a workout program ever before. She's an elite Beachbody coach, but she's never completed a workout program. What? So that's like huge. She committed to 100 days. You know, the different moms, the mom of 4 C-sections and stuff like that. Like, share pieces of their story as well instead of just like slapping up their before and afters, because those are really powerful. Pick the people that are in your age group and relate to your target market. And then I am going to show you guys really quick, if you have an iPhone. I know nothing about Android, but you can go to your settings. I'm going to try and make sure that you can see my screen. And you're going to go to your control panel, which I'm backwards here, control center, customize controls, and you're going to find screen recording there. You're going to want to add it to your control panel. And then screen record is going to be on your swipe up, which I have a new phone, so it's actually a swipe down. Hold on, maybe, yeah, yeah, the swipe down. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this little record button. And then if you find a video or a story you like, or even my freaking stories or Amy's freaking stories, if you wanna show one of us working out, or if you wanna show your friend that's pregnant modifying, whatever it is, I'm gonna go to my own stories. I'm gonna have to back up a minute. My son is freaking obsessed with beach bars right now. So here he is being really cute, getting my beach bars. So I'm gonna swipe down. Gosh, dang it. It's hard to do this while facing you guys. I'm gonna push the record button. It's gonna count down 3, 2, 1. Jeez Louise. And it's screen recording now. This little red part means it's screen recording. So he's screen recording my stories. La, 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 la. I say, go put those back. He says, no. And then you push the red button and it stops. And then it's in your camera roll. So if you see a promo video that you love, or a coach that you want to, you know, share to your stories, or someone from the test group that's lost 40 pounds and you want to share her video, but you don't know how to pull her video, that's one option. There's also another option that somebody just recently copied the directions in one of the comments of TTF. We can get that pulled and pinned somewhere. But you can also, on a computer, on Safari, take the www out of the video and put an M, and then while the video is playing, you can right-click it and download it that way. It'll say like download as. If you have a computer and if you have Safari, you can do that. I will post those directions somewhere else because that was probably way too quick for anyone to understand. But there are ways to rip videos. I know a lot of people are like, where did you guys get that promo video? But it's easy. It's easy. Google how to rip from Facebook and there'll be a step-by-step. I think it's your turn.
I'm good. Thank you, Brett. Okay, so, you know, Brittany's talking about sharing the crap out of these workouts, right? And I wanted to we wanted to kind of give you an outline to do that, okay? And I think that so many times coaches, you know, they see these big launches and, you know, launch day comes and they hadn't leaned into the launch up until the launch, and then they start posting about, you know, Morning Meltdown 100 without ever talking about it in the weeks prior, and they expect to see success. You guys, that's not how it works, right? We always talk about planting seeds and sharing our stories and just openly talking about what we're doing to get success or get results. And that's what you need to start doing, like beginning today, okay? And like I said, we put together kind of like a rough outline of just ideas to give you over the course of the next, I think I did like 5 weeks. It's like 5 weeks or 4 weeks in a couple of days. So I wanted to kind of pull that up and reference it. You all can go ahead and take a look at it as I'm speaking if you want to, but I just want to kind of clarify and talk about a couple of things so that we're all on the same page, okay? So Monday is today, right? The 1st. We all have access. It's launch day for coaches. So if you haven't already, you guys, and that's why I posted these 6 hours ago, was so that you did have the day one, okay? And the day one is very simple. You know, it's sharing a picture or a story of you ordering your morning meltdown, your anticipations, your fears, your excitement, talking about your team doing this too. And of course we want, you can see it in very, very little lettering at the bottom. It says workout 1, right? So with workout 1, you want to make sure that you're sharing that in conjunction with the story that you're telling about purchasing this program, right? So 2 is Transformation Tuesday. So go ahead and take one of the transformation stories from a Morning Meltdown test group, hype up the informational group, right? Because we're going to have so many more transformations in there, and get excited about the link releasing to, not tomorrow, Wednesday, okay? We're going to give you guys the link to the Snoop group on Wednesday. Wednesday, you want to talk about that, right? You want to talk about the Snoop group opening today. Thursday, we're going to open it. We're going to actually start adding people to it on Thursday. It's a little bit earlier than like what normal Snoop groups would start on because of Coach Summit taking place next week. So we wanted to make sure that we have it open on Thursday. We're going to post the workout, the sample workout over the weekend. We're going to get into the content starting on Sunday. And so you want to be able to hype that up, right? So on Friday, Coach Summit Talk, if you're going, share what you're excited about. So we're kind of like taking a step back from Morning Meltdown, but we're still sharing those workouts, right? So workout 5. Family fun time, Saturday shenanigans, you know how that does. And then of course on Sunday, we have a coaching opportunity post, and we want you to talk about how Morning Meltdown is going to enhance the momentum that you're going to have with your coaching. Okay. So again, week 2, kind of like the same thing, you know, full swing with the Snoop group on Monday. Tuesday, a graphic, right? So we want to create FOMO with this program, you guys. Like we want to create a graphic of the people who have already committed to doing 100 days with you. Like how cool is that? So that people can see like, oh my gosh, she's doing it, and she's doing it, and he's doing it. I'm not leaving out the guys. So that creates that excitement and that FOMO, okay? On Wednesday, your Why Wednesday. Why are you committing, right, to 100 days? On Thursday, hype it up. How many spots do you have left? How many more people are you looking for, right? Less than a week until customers can purchase. Get excited about it. And again, you're sharing workouts. Now, I have up to workout 10 in here. If you want to add in the Morning Meltdown workouts, by all means, you totally can, or the mini meltdown ones. But I do have, can we please make sure that we are all muted? Thank you. Want to make sure that you are showcasing all of the workouts that were being offered, okay? Because once customers can purchase, they're going to have access to those mini meltdown workouts, and you want them to see those too, okay? So Friday, we're gonna share a quote on getting started and how it never can be the perfect time, right? Call out your past objections, call out your past fears, talk about that stuff. You guys share your stories. Again, Saturday, non-BB related lifestyle post. And then Sundays, you know, we do the coaching opportunity post, right? With week 3, last call post, how many spots left? That's the 15th already, you guys. So you wanna make sure that you have all of the workouts you've been sharing on your stories, you've been sharing in Facebook, you've been sharing openly on social media about this, you guys, because again, even though customers can't purchase, they want to see you doing it. So you got to do it. You got to share about it. You can't share one workout clip, wait to the 16th, and then be all like, oh, like all Eeyore, like Alli says, nobody wants to buy anything from me. Woe is me. Did you share about it? Did you talk about it? Like every single day, were you sharing in your stories? I have a rule, you guys. Here's my rule. I share at least, well, up until I was kind of limited in the test group, but I share at least 3 workout videos, okay? I typically don't do less, and I never really do more unless it's something really cool, because nobody wants to watch your entire flipping workout. Show 3 of the best moves that you did, or 3 of the modifications. Today, my instructor heart came out, and I talked about the modifications along with the high impact stuff. So you have to be doing that. each and every day, starting today. If you're not, start doing it. If you're weird about Instagram stories and you feel like awkward, I don't care. You're going to have to step outside your comfort zone, and that's how you're going to be able to connect with people on a more personal level. I am telling you, okay? So Tuesday, launch day, hype it up, get excited. You're going to have to like, I don't know if you can see my tank tops, like, you know, talk about the people who have said yes. Who has said yes to you, right? Talk about them, spotlight them, get excited. Wednesday, why everyone can do Morning Meltdown 100. This one is so important, you guys. How many of you were like, and I'm not looking at the screen right now, I can only see your comments, but how many of you were like, oh my gosh, I can't do this because Amy's jumping up and down? And, you know, we've talked about this before, how there's like legit 2 workouts where there's a ton of plyo. And I like to jump through the roof. You know that that's what I do, right? Like, but I kind of did a disservice to my team and some of my people because I wasn't showing the modifications. You guys, there are modifications galore. You need to talk about that, why everybody can do this program. Look, Michelle was terrified and she freaking loved it, right? Thursday, we're going to talk about how coaching has given you financial freedom. Use the disclaimer on that, please. And then on Friday, you guys, the 19th, this is important. So again, for those of you who are kind of like, you know, weird about Instagram stories or Facebook stories or whatever it may be, do this. Please do this and see how it affects your business. I want you to create a 5-slide story about coaching. Include a poll at the end to get people to sign up or request more information. What does this mean? It can be a photo of you in, I don't know, maybe some of your fellow coaches. It can be a picture of us at Summit. It can be a video of all of us working out. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be you, but it can be your team. It can be your community. Talk about that. Get creative with it. Look at other coaches and see what they're doing. Don't copy what they're doing, but gain inspiration from them. Put your own twist on it, okay? Saturday, again, a non-Beachbody related lifestyle post because we're more than just Beachbody, right? And then a Sunday post, coaching opportunity, you know, Summit thoughts, community and stuff like that. Now, this is the week of Summit, you guys. Notice how I haven't really talked about Summit because I know not everybody's going to Summit. For those of you who are attending Summit, y'all are going to be working out with Jericho, maybe attending parties with her. You guys are going to have a prime opportunity to really, really showcase who she is, what this program's all about, as well as other really cool things that are going to be happening at Summit, right? Okay. Week 4, we're going to create another 5-slide story about your virtual gym, right? About your challenge group, about your boot camp, whatever it is. So you're kind of switching the gears now and you're talking about your challengers in your virtual gym. Transformation Tuesday, this one's important. Why? Because you should be about 13 workouts in it, or no, more than that, right? 23, it's the 23rd. 23 workouts in at this point. Over 20 workouts. You've done over 20 Morning Meltdown workouts. What has your experience been? What have your results been? Have you, are you jumping a little higher? Did you lose a couple of pounds? Are you gaining more confidence? Like, talk about that. Talk about that transformation, right? Wednesday, why do you coach? Thursday, recognize a coach on your team that's inspired you along your own coaching journey. Maybe this is a coach that's like crushing Morning Meltdown. Maybe it's freaking Alli, who's going to be on day 25 of her postpartum journey, absolutely slaying this program. Actually, before I got on here, I was watching Sarah Brooks. Like, have y'all watched Sarah Brooks working out, getting her workout on? She is crushing it, right? And she's doing Morning Meltdown. So spotlight a coach. Talk about how they inspire you. Friday, share success, a win. Again, Saturday, we're doing another 5-slide story. And I want you to feature Morning Meltdown moves, right? And end with a poll about the program. We're going to talk about, you know, another coaching opportunity post on Sundays because that's what we do. And then week 5, you guys, community. Talk about all of your people who are doing Morning Meltdown. And then the next day, when you're actually into the program with all of your customers in your community, give feedback from your customers. Maybe something that, you know, they've thought or they came to find, or maybe an objection that they had that they were able to overcome. Share that stuff. And then Wednesday, you guys, what does say yes mean to you? We did steal it a little bit, but I changed a lot of it. So this really primarily is a lot of me giving it to you guys. And I recreated the graphic. But what does say yes mean to you? This is a very, very kind of I don't know. It's a personal thing, because when you go through this program, you'll hear Jericho say this a lot. Like she actually says say yes in Court of Force a lot, but she says it more in Morning Meltdown. And for me, you know, it was kind of like one of those things where, depending upon the day or depending upon the workout, there were different things that I was saying yes to. Like I may have been saying yes to, you know, letting my, you know, stresses go out the door, or saying yes to not modifying a move, or saying yes to my ability to actually complete these workouts like 100 days in a row, right? So talk about what saying yes means to you and get personal about it, right? Because I think that it's going to mean something. There's a lot of things that she says in this program that I think you can all kind of take to your own personal level and share about that. Another one she says is put your name on it, which I really like that one. So, any questions about this, feel free to reach out. But you guys, this is just a raw kind of like, you know, overall blanket, generic almost type way of sharing. We know that you have, you know, other things going on in your life. We know that you're going to be posting about other, you know, things non-related to Beachbody, but you've got to make sure that this particular program is present in your stories, in your Instagram or in your Facebook stories. You want to make sure that people know about it. So then when you do those 5-story slides and you do those polls, people aren't like, oh, what is she talking about? And then you get sad because nobody votes because you haven't been talking about it, right? And by talking about it, I don't mean every single day saying, join my challenge group, do this with me. Like, you have to have a fine balance. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take, you know, a little bit of practice. But you guys, if anything, share the crap, like we said, out of those 10 workouts and the mini meltdown workouts as well, okay? So we'll take questions at the end. So that's a calendar. I do have, you guys, a Google form. For me, I've been talking about, you know, like our insider info group, which we're going to talk about here in a sec. And I wanted to have a way for people to kind of get the link. And we're going to talk about that too, without, you know, like messaging me or this or that or whatever. So I created a Google form. If you want to check it out, you can go to my link tree, which is in my Instagram bio. So it's in my link tree. It's the first one. It's a VIP insider info request. It's very, very generic. And I make sure that I say, please don't fill it out if you're already working with a coach or if you are a coach. So if all of you on this call, don't fill out the form for the link. Please don't do that, right? Because it's for my customers and potential coaches. But you can kind of get an idea of how you can create your own form. Stuff like that, you guys, it works while you sleep, right? So take a look at that. The sneak peek group, like we said, we will be giving you the link on Wednesday, okay? Right, Britt? We said Wednesday. Wednesday, we will be giving you the link. Thursday, I believe we will be approving people in. Please, please, please make sure that when we give you the link, you send the link to your people with a message that says, here is the link to request to join the group. There will be some questions that you will be prompted to answer before you get added. So make sure that you pay attention to those and make sure you answer them, because if they don't answer the questions, they're not going to be approved in. Okay, that's very, very, very super important. Okay, send them the link, warn them about the questions. If they do not answer the questions, they're not going to get approved in. So we want to make sure that we are sending the link. What are we not doing? We are not adding people to the group. We are not sending them invitations. We are taking the actual URL and sending that to the people. Okay, if I see that people are adding people to the group, I'm going to delete them. I'm so mean. There's a reason why. There's a method to our madness, you guys. It's only going to help you guys. Trust us. Send them the link, okay? So again, we're going to do Friday. We're going to do a welcome. We are going to post the sample workout on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're going to start with the content. Cool? The questions, Amanda, are just like, who invited you to this group? What else are they, Brittany? I think it's like, we just want to make, very generic, but they have to answer them. Yes, correct. And then the stuff starts on Sunday. Cool? Britt, you want to talk about what we're going to talk about?
There's actually going to be a long algebra question. If they don't answer correctly, they're not going to get in. Just kidding.
Yes, it's geometry.
They're literally yes and no questions, and they're going to plug in your name in a spot. So just like make sure that they're aware that there's going to be questions. Do not click the invite button, like Amy said. Okay, so what is going to be the sneak peek of Snoop Group? I saw Matt ask what that is. So we've done this for the last, year and a half of launches. Amy has really drove that bus, and then I had the opportunity to drive the bus for Transform 20. And these are really a great way for newer coaches to have all of the resources. They're usually led by someone that was in the test group, Amy and I and Katie Welsh this time around. And so really utilize these groups. It's going to be like 5 days? We're going to open it on Wednesday. Content starts over the weekend. And then we're going to wrap it up by the time we're all going to be at Summit. So it's going to be very short and sweet. We're going to go over equipment needed, the modifiers, how long the workouts are, super commonly asked questions. We're going to spotlight a couple different emotional coach stories from the coach test group, like I was talking about at the beginning. So you're going to have those feels. We have a really cool video. I think we've actually shared it to Team Together Fit. Really cool behind the scenes on day 100. I cried on the 100th workout. I know most people did. Just like really getting people's like emotions involved and answering those commonly asked questions. We're going to go over the benefits of getting started as a coach for this program, specifically with this being such a long program. Getting started as a discount coach, you're going to save hundreds of dollars over the course of 4 months, so it just makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's very like to the point. There'll be 4 posts per day, I think, between like some FAQs. We'll share some videos. One of my good friends did the Move All Out, and then her sister's like in her 2nd or 3rd trimester, so they showed modifications. We're going to spotlight a couple of those to overcome the objections you guys are talking about, being scared to jump and stuff like that. We're going to talk about the DJ, like I said, equipment involved. We're going to talk about the different formats, the different variations, and how there's never been a program anything like this, because usually a program's either focused on cardio or weightlifting. This is cardio, weightlifting, dance, ballet, recovery, all that stuff. What do you mean when we talk about cost objections? I mean, we're going to add value for sure. I don't know how to answer that question. We will talk about the different packages. It seems like all the programs mashed together. There is still a free workout. The free workout will never go away. It's a Vimeo link, so you can still be utilizing that for sure as well. I'm just now getting some messages back of people that I sent the free workout to last week. They just had a chance to do it. They love it, and now we're chatting via email. So keep utilizing that over the course of the month. Amy will actually be uploading the free workout organically into the Snoop group. So we're going to do a welcome on Friday, and then over the weekend we'll have the actual sample workout put into the Snoop group as well, and then content will start on Sunday.
Yeah, so what we are going to kind of do is, because we're going to have that Snoop, like I have the file, like I have the video, I downloaded it onto my computer, so I can just upload it to the group, so it'll never go away so long as the group is open. So then what you can do is you can invite people, if they say they want to do a free workout, you can invite them to the actual group, and that's where they will do this, the sample workout, as opposed to going to an external link, if that makes sense. They are the first real 10 workouts. Yes, those were the first 10 workouts that we did with Jericho. The mini workouts will never disappear. They will always be there. They're a part of the program, just like how Before Lift 4 has those prep workouts. There's a little obsessed, so those workouts are there. Then there's also, for Transform 20, Before You Transform. So those are all a part of the program package. Yes, so they'll be there for life. Cost objection, I mean, we're not going to try to convince people that this, I think that what maybe previous told you guys taught around cheap lunches but didn't want to hit them double hard. Cost objections too. I'm not sure. Maybe we can discuss that in the team page. Whenever I have cost objections, you guys, I just find that it's because I didn't do enough digging as to seeing what I have to offer them, like what I have, it's not making sense to them as to how it can help. Okay. So asking more questions, you know, like kind of digging a little bit deeper, making sure that you find the void that they have in their life. Because I will tell you right now, like most of the time when people pull up a cost objection, like sometimes like it's legit. Sometimes it is, you know, maybe they are on a fixed income or they don't have the money. But, you know, I've talked about this before and I'll say it again, like if there is something that I truly, truly, really want, I will make the time I will find a way to find the money for it. You know, whether it's cutting out certain things, because most of the time people do have the money, but what they don't have is the belief that they can actually follow through with something. And when you can hit on that kind of stuff, like that's where the cost objections just kind of fall to the side. Another thing too that we've started incorporating, I know with our team, me and Brittany, is, you know, like before you even start talking to a person, ask them what their budget is. Ask them what their budget is. Is it, you know, if it, you know, you're in a conversation, somebody has, you know, they want to lose weight, they want to be healthy, they want to clean eat, whatever it is. Okay, how much are you willing to spend in order for me to help you with your health and fitness goals? That's also in one of my forms. So like if somebody says, you know, like $0 to $50 or whatever, you know, like we'll talk about the free trial or the 3-month. Somebody, you know, sometimes they'll say, you know, like $50 to $100. Okay, let's talk about Beachbody on Demand for a year. Okay. If they say 100 to 160 or whatever, that's like challenge pack territory, you know? So you have to kind of meet them where they're at and make sure that they know that you're willing to work with them with whatever price objection that they have. Now with Morning Meltdown, they have to have Beachbody on Demand. So if they want to do this program, they're going to have to invest in some sort of, you know, bundle that includes, you know, Beachbody on Demand, or if they already have it, you know, like if they want to do the digital unlock, then okay, but they're going to miss out on all the cool stuff that I talked about at the beginning. So good deal. Hopefully that helps. Any other questions? But wait, Ashley, what is that link? Is that going to take me to, what is it?
I think she was sharing the workout because Jessica said that she didn't have the right link.
Okay. I was like, am I going to click on that and get a virus? Just kidding. Ooh, that's a big one.
I think too, Amanda, when I talk about like being so freaking excited that I always say if I knew what I know now, I'd pay $1,000 for my challenge pack. And I mean that with my whole heart. And so I think that if you're portraying that belief and that hype through your social media and through your conversations every day, I rarely get price objections anymore. I do ask the budgeting question, but most people are saying $200. And I'm like, oh, good. Well, I got a deal at 160 for you or 140, or we can get you started for, you know, 130 or whatever it is. And so I think that if you guys are hearing cost, you're just not excited enough. You're just not being a product of the product enough. Like hold up the mirror and how can you lean harder into your actual story and what you're getting out of what you're paying. If you did the digital unlock, you're probably someone that's getting the price objections because you're not willing to spend the extra $14 to get the accessory bundle. Like that's holding up the mirror, guys. So make sure that you're investing in your own business. You're being a product of the product, literal product of the product. I remember some of my girls got their steps elsewhere and then they immediately regretted it because they didn't have the Beachbody stuff and they didn't have the stickers and that kind of stuff. So yeah, maybe you saved 20 bucks on a step, but like if you're a Beachbody coach, you need to invest in the Beachbody, you know. If you own a Starbucks, you're not walking into work with a Dunkin' Donuts cup is basically how I say it. So
truth. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story real quick and then we'll take some more questions. So when I first started this journey way back in the day, I'm so old, 8 years ago, I did my first Beachbody program. You know what it was? It was a burned copy of Insanity that my husband brought home. And he's like, hey, maybe we should do this. And I'm like, what are you trying to say, husband? You know, got a little irritated, not going to lie, because I was 9 weeks postpartum with my now 8-year-old who's going on 18. And he brought home these DVDs and I thought I was going to die because I saw the, you know, the videos and the, you know, infomercials and stuff, but, I did them, right? I did these burned copies of this DVD and then he had to take them back to his coach friend. And I'm like, wait, I need those DVDs. And he's like, well, we're going to have to buy them. I'm like, go buy it. I don't care how much it is. Like, I need these DVDs. And so I bought a copy because, and you guys, Insanity DVDs, one program, $120 for the DVDs. And I didn't even bat an eye. I knew what that program did for me. I knew what Shaun T poured into my life. right? And I have no hesitation. I would pay, like Brittany said, 1,000 times over for the experience that I had because of that program, because that program right there, that led me to you guys. That led me to a greater sense of self. That led me to a mindset that I could freaking do anything that I want to accomplish, anything that stands in my way. Like, I mean, that right there, and that passion, what that did for me, like, that's huge. And that has taken me to the next level in my business, right? So if you're getting that it costs too much, you guys, an Insanity Challenge Pack back in the day was $180 for the DVDs and Shakeology. You can get, last month, you could get a full year of workouts, which is all of the Insanity workouts, Asylum, 21-Day Fix, P90X, all of the, I mean, that is freaking dirt cheap. Dirt cheap, yes. And we as coaches, leader coaches, we always talk about how we are undervaluing what we have. $140 for a year of workouts. It could totally change your life, and a superfood shake that's like incredible. Like, if you're getting that it costs too much, you're not doing enough digging, you're not allowing it to make sense for people, and you need to ask more questions. Okay, Corey, ask more questions. Okay, $190. I still wish it was $199. It was an easier sell because we didn't undervalue it. Yeah, $205 for shakes and T25s. Yeah, 100 times over. All right, do we have any other questions, you guys? Any other questions? Anything? I'm so excited. We are so excited for you guys to crush this. I know that for those of you who have a deep, substantial downline, like, volume is so on point. We have so many new coaches joining this coach family, and this is going to be something that is going to change so many people's lives. So can one of our next calls, you're going to have to talk to Alli about that. She is the keeper of the coach charge topics. Anything about a Spotify playlist? No, I don't assume that they would make a Spotify playlist for a program that is focused in on the beat of the program.
There's a DJ on set. Why do you need Spotify?
Who asked that, April? Throw a marker at your face. Yeah, no, you don't need Spotify. There's a DJ. And the music, there is more than techno. Somebody asked if there's more that. There's like rap, not like rap, but like R&B, like the same music. No, I don't know. I don't know if that.
Every day is, I mean, you'll hear songs repeat, but like today was a little techno-y. It's not like that.
Yeah, the like downbeat strength and upbeat strength are a little bit different. Yeah, now I see where you're going with that, April. I was like, is there going to be a Spotify playlist with Brittany? With Britney Spears? No, okay. Jessica, if you go to my Instagram, it's just at Amy_M_Grasso. Go to my link tree in my bio. It's the first one. It's the first link, and you can click on it and look at it. It's very generic, just asking questions. Cool. All right, team. Well, go ahead and crush this launch. Look for the link. We'll be posting it soon. Make sure you get your people in, send them the link, make sure they have questions. Get Upbeat Strength in tomorrow, and let's freaking crush it, right? Okay, let me go ahead and take a picture. Otherwise, Allie's going to yell at me. She's going to be like, what?
Also, when Transform 20 launched, Amy and I got up at 2 a.m. when it launched, and I told my girls yesterday, like, get so many pre-orders in the next 15 days that you have a reason to be excited to get up at 3 a.m. when it comes out next week or in 2 weeks. And I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, I will be on that TTF Zoom at 3:01 or whatever time it launches, because I already have a whole list of pre-orders of people waiting for links on the 16th. So get so excited that you have people. That's going to be you. Speak it into existence.
Yeah. All right, everybody, look crazy and do something fun. Yay! My veiny hand is in my boomerang. It's okay. All right, you guys, have a great Monday night. I love you all. Mwah. Go ahead and crush it, and have a great night.